Hello, so in today's video I'm going to be fighting the new boss, Vortex, using Geraldo. I have no clue, well I do have a clue what the boss does since I've played BTD6, so I know he stuns, that's gonna be nice. And this is post-commentary, because I recorded this really late, so I didn't feel like just talking then. So, I guess I'll just skip ahead like maybe 10 or so rounds. Even though it's round 10, we still have just start monkey and Geraldo. Oh, and the Quincy finger, which is just basically place it down, you wait a bit, then you sell it for more. Although you'll see later that I pull a big stupid move. Alright, so it's round 15, getting a banana farm down. Probably gonna make it bottom path due to, you know, money generation and life generation. Because bosses will take your, life very quickly. Because, well, they're Boss Bloons we're talking about. They're not gonna easily go down without a fight. So after I max out my marketplace, I check the XP, and then I realize that, you can't use engineer monkeys. Maybe because, you know, middle path slows down balloons by a lot. And I also forgot about lead popping power. Great, I am so smart. Luckily, I realized that a first strike or middle path sub is gonna be more useful later because, you know, it's very powerful. Alright, so it's around round 35. Let's get more farms up, even though I'm probably gonna have to sell them, because this is a boss, and the Quincy action figure sells for a lot. Except, if I don't sell it, it's gonna sell for even more. It's basically just an NFT. Excellent. Anyhow, get our second marketplace down. With knowledge enabled, the middle cross path makes more than the top cross path by only 6. It's 20 versus 26. It's really not a lot, but I just do it anyway. I only make one's top path if I'm gonna if I forget that middle path is better, or that I'm probably gonna sell them in the future. Because, you know, it's money. So I sell that one to get an overdrive. Realize it's around 49, and it's around 49. I should get ready. So I kind of do. I realize I have no, well, I do have like popping power, just some. I put down blade traps, and here is the boss. So first I checked to see if it had a special theme. It doesn't. I have no clue what to do at this point. I was just thinking what would be effective. So I put another thing of lead popping power down, a few more of Geraldo's towers, because, you know, they're good. It's around now when I realize that I sell it. I'm really short of a first strike, but then I get it. And I'm happy, because the first strike can probably easily take down this thing. Right? So, you take it down, it teleports back, and it boosts balloons by a lot. Luckily, first strike was ready. I realized balloons were about to leak, so I spent Monkey Bunny because I'm an idiot. I get camo detection, all my towers are stunned, and the ability was off cooldown, so I have to wait for first strike to be, ready again, and stuff. So now at this time, it's just the waiting game until he teleports back again and stuns the tax shooter. Instead of going for another storm, I go for a plague trap, because he stuns your towers. Somehow I forgot about this, even though I fought him in Bloon's Tower Defense 5, but he's dead now. That's great. So, when I'm gonna realize I could do a flavor trades, or not. They're bad. They cost more than their sell value, I think. I don't know. So, I get back farming, because, this is a boss we're talking about. It's just all about the farming! So, with that being said, I guess we'll just skip to, round, let's see, round 53, I guess. Alright, it's round 53. Round 53? I don't know. But regardless, I got a few farms down. Got a banana farmer. The rare Quincy action figure is, about the price of a mid-cheap tier 5. So it's still not worth selling. The village is primary mentoring. I upgraded the crossbow upgraded the crossbow to sharp shots. And, well, Vortex is coming in 5 rounds, so I just figure out what can I buff. So, just buff one of those, because it only works with that. Because that's how it works. Get a banana research facility down. That's pretty good. Upgrade primary mentoring again, because tack, it's in the best spot, I think. And since it's coming in 2 rounds, I decided to get prepared. Alright, round 59 ended. Time for tier 2 Vortex. This time I sold the farm. Just gonna go with first strike again, because it's pretty reliable. I got it in range of camo detection. Get advanced intel, so it can at least do damage besides the ability. The elk buffed. Overdrive was doing good. Tower stun. Luckily, I was prepared for this. I put down a bunch of blade traps, because they don't get affected, because they're one use. Both of the ones down at the bottom get activated. Yeah, it just turns into, what can I use? I was gonna go for a super maelstrom, because I thought, maelstrom's pretty good for when all the balloons rush by. But I realized how ineffective it would be, because, the stunning. That's a thing. So what I did was, I realized a lot of my towers are stunned again, and, I panicked because they were purples, so I got Lunjutsu with Seeking Shuriken. So I was scared. I did not know what to do. So I kept him in the back, used Maelstrom again, went for a Rejuve Potion because, lives. I didn't know that it reset the cooldown abilities at the time, so I just thought the abilities conveniently came. And it turns out that the stun also breaks, it breaks the Maelstrom. I got down, a mortar, and then realized that he could probably stun it, so I go with the with a 301 that I turned into a 302 because they buff burning damage. So that's good. At this point, his Vortex is just pretty low. And probably at the end of this video, I will just have the full 30-40 minute full clip of it. And there we go. He's popped. Sell like everything I didn't use and putting them back into the nano research facilities. Well, I guess, oh yeah, the rare Quincy action figures also way more, except, yeah, that's good, I guess. Anyhow, I guess, just skip a few rounds here because that's editing, and editing is cool, I guess. Round 78, I started to work on a Buccaneer Paragon, and then realized, hey, if balloons, you know, they keep leaking, might as well just go for a permaspike or something. So, you know, I got the alk buff on it because it can't pop lead. And, well, I just waited because it was just 2 more rounds. At this point, I didn't know if I should go for a mat or not. The blade trap was luckily upgradable. I used the sharpening stone a bit because, you know, more damage and more pierce. That's pretty good. I thought maybe I should use like a heli or something. But nah. I also had to move my banana farmers so I could squish in more farms. Got attack zone, cause you know, it's attack zone. Just gonna go for a mortar gun. I put it farther away so it could not be stunned. But yeah, trying to go for a middle path village so it can pop lead when there's no alcohol. At this point I was like, what towers are long range? So I started to get the big one up and, yep, tier 3 Vortex. I sold some farms and panicked a bit, then put the first strikes away, but they can't be stunned. I tried to put them in village range, but then I just gave up. So, it was good old-fashioned first strike spam. With the Junior bundles, and a few blade traps, of course. At the time, after reviewing this recording, I realized it kind of just goes to low quality, just randomly. I should probably fix that very badly, but whatever. I get a second first strike. Does that mean it's a second strike? I get a reactor to make the cooldown. You know, I make it so it can pop camo lead if that's the problem somehow. Yeah, it's really just the waiting game at this point. The wind effects really do something to your bitrate if you're recording or streaming, I'll tell you that. You know what? Third first strike. And it's halfway done. All the towers in the back are stunned. In the front they're stunned, but the ones in the back are fine. It just turns into waiting for first strikes. And for some reason, this update, like, keybinds just won't work. I don't know if that's a me thing. But I like to end up pressing, like, Alt, or, like, space. If I want to, you know, fast forward it. I do, like, Alt, then Alt space, Control space, Tab, space, Shift space, and it finally works. It's really annoying. But I placed down, you know, a few first strikes to just get it done. I started to go for mad, although I don't think I needed one at that point, because it was just waiting for the skull so it could teleport back, and then spam all the first strikes. Sell the Rocket Storm because it was pretty useless. I had a bunch of money on hand, so just did some stuff. Put down blade shooters. I just started to sell stuff because I knew, oh yeah, the tower's tech zone can get it done. So in the back I put down, you know, favorite trades, so they all have more sell value. Because I'm gonna keep it there, because, you know, Buccaneer Paragon. Also, yeah, Banana Central, that too. I also upgraded a few, put down a few more farms. I know at one point I upgraded them, yep. That one was gonna be a marketplace. And there we go, Central Market. Yep. Then I started my very, very lovely, totally not horrible Buccaneer placement. Alright, yeah, it's just really questionable. Around 97, I moved the free dart monkey with the Chinook onto the top path Buccaneer for Paragon. I got a cripple Moab with middle path for camo and frags. I got permaspike. I got most of the towers down for the Buccaneer Paragon. And most of my farms are upgraded. So I just got Ultra Juggernaut. Then I realized he wasn't in village range. So I sold that one. And yep. Call to Arms. Did I sell it? Yeah. Because I thought, oh yeah, it's stunning. It's not gonna work with the ability. Well, it kind of can, I think. I'm still not sure. It's around 99 DDTs. I started to think what towers could be useful. So I got an Apache with bottom path, of course. He, at this point, tier 4 Vortex has a lot of health. But you know, preemptive strike. And as you can see, oh yeah, I also got a mad because, you know, he's barely close to affording it, and then I got it, and it kind of made somewhat quick work. For a second, I thought his ability was messing with the projectiles, but then I realized I got something to change what the projectiles look like in the trophy store. Because, you know, Easter time, all that fun stuff. As you can see by how the quality of the video drops by a lot, unless in YouTube it goes up, it's really horrible. So that means lots of projectiles, which means I'm doing well, I guess. I realized the hotkeys weren't working again, so I just had to do everything by hand. I got Monkey Wall Street and Primary Expertise. Use Call to Arms for like the Apache and the Mad, Rocket Storm, and yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and Permaspike, which still had 0 tops, I think. I sold the Mad. I think at this point it was just farm everywhere. Like, put farms just absolutely everywhere. I also had gotten a bunch of money. So I guess I will. Oh yeah, the Quincy figurine was worth a lot. I still didn't sell it then, and you'll see what happens at the end of the video. I guess I'll just skip to like round 117 or something, so I have enough time to explain. Alright, it's round 117. I put down a lot of marketplaces, and I started getting stuff ready for the Dirt Monkey Paragon. I added down the Paragon booster too, because, you know, why not? Oh yeah, I also got Glue Storm and the Super Brittle for more damage to the boss, even though Super Brittle is just going to stay there at the top. It was just time to take down a few bads, and it was going to be time. So I realized well, there's kind of no point in waiting. So I just immediately sold every farm. I sold about... Okay, I still didn't sell that yet. Even though it was worth about, like, a lot of a paragon. So, I quickly got the naval to the seas. 37, that's a good degree. Yep, tier 5 Vortex. I put down more of the boosters. Got myself an Apex Plasma Master, that's 40. Then a Mad. Barely afford it. And I also got a Perma Brew. A while back, too, so, yeah. The boss gets killed really quickly, because I don't think the stun works on Paragons. And this is cubism. And if YouTube doesn't fix how the bitrate drops a lot, this is literally going to be in like less than 144p. It just gets so pixelated, but you know what? The boss is done. There we go. 555, yep. That was pretty good. I still never sold that. It sold for a lot, but I didn't sell it. But I guess with that, that's gonna be, you know, the end of this video. I don't know if I'll do Elite, probably not. But if you do want to see this full thing, I will, you know, link it down in the description so you can watch through the whole thing. And that's about it. See you guys in the next video, whenever that is, and have a good Easter, I guess, if you're into that. Bye.